So today we're going to be filming something a little different. Most people say day in the life, but it's kind of what my day looks like. We got to go into the shop now, check if there's any orders coming over the weekend, see the boys, bring up the fresh towels down. Probably go round to Founder's shop then, make sure everything's okay there. Don't need anything for the coming week. We've got an interview meeting in Cardiff, so me and Jack are going to go there, and hopefully we've got a new bit of kit arrived, and hopefully if the weather stops raining we can use that for a bit.
Is this for real though?
Is this for real?
Is this genuine thing?
Yeah, it's real.
You're not from this end. Stop doing that.
Why did you get bangs inside your head?
For school. Regretted it.
Regretted it.
And that's the end of
The shape and the look is going to be very rounded, keeping that buzz cut feel. I'm working it more upwards and round as I'm working around the base. Just one of the foils, so you can be a little bit more precise. Once we're happy with the shape that we're working with.
So we're on the way to Cardiff now. After opening the second shop, we are trying to hire new staff. Just going to chat to a guy in Cardiff now who's looking to relocate back to Swansea. If things go well, hopefully we'll have him cutting in the shop in about 3 weeks. I think the new difficulty that we're having is finding new staff, because anyone decent seems to be in a shop that they're happy with or looking to open their own shop. I think what we're trying to do in the future is anyone looking to open their own shop, come under the Gentleman's Choice umbrella, and we can help with opening the shop, running the shop, marketing, promoting, staffing. It'd be like a franchise kind of option that we're going to look to go down. So and then you just decided, barbering is like, is it?
Yeah, like I always thought about doing barbering, and it was just sort of like, you're gonna jump.
Yeah.
Like I was comfortable there.
It is a big jump as well, like, is it? Obviously.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Choice, like. But I just thought.
So, apart from this now, have you done like have you cut there anywhere else or anything? So, like, it is, I'll be honest with you, like, when you start now, it is tough to like build up clientele and stuff like that. Like, you haven't got like part-time job or nothing like that, is it? Just because what I'm thinking is like, I'll happy like take you, do you know what I mean? But I'm being upfront with you. Will at the start, it's really tough to build clientele, like, do you know what I mean? I'm just worried about, because you've obviously had a career before, you're used to money, do you know what I mean? You might get disheartened then if you're not like making money kind of thing, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm sort of like.
We've planned it, yeah, for that to come.
So like I've got like savings and stuff.
Yeah. I've just been honest with you from the bat, like, do you know what I mean? Because because it is from like when I take on boys straight away, like, and I spoke to the boys here, like, coming straight out of it's tough, like, do you know what I mean? It is tough. Are you available to work like every day and stuff like that? Is it? Or I'm going no commitments and stuff like that, is it?
Holiday booked around Jamaica.
Nice, mate. So I'll take you through to Christmas, isn't it? Basically, yeah. We're always shut in the first week of January anyway, because the lead up to Christmas is always busy, and then we shut the first week of January because sometimes we do like a bit of renovation or like just get things ready and stuff like that. And we find that people have had a haircut on the lead up to Christmas. They ain't gonna have one like the first week of January, like, no one goes out, everyone's locked up, like, innit? Have you got like just like the course, or do you like watch stuff after work and stuff like that? Like, do you mean, are you interested in barbering? You've committed to it, like, you know?
Like on YouTube and I
yeah, because I found like with like some people, they think the idea of being a barber is great, but then like they don't want to like put in the work, and then that's when they like trip themselves up then, kind of thing, do you know what I mean? Only seen you cutting that hair, like, do you mean? I will need to see you cut more hair, but I'd be happy for you to like come down and do the thing. Probably, well, if obviously you're interested, like, come into the Founder's shop. We'll be working with Alfie, and there's a guy called Dom. I don't know if you've seen the Instagram, is it?
I've had a nose in him.
Yeah. So Dom's recently qualified as well. So the two of you probably be on the same level, like. And then Alfie has been with me since day one. He's gone there to like kind of run that shop. And I'm just gonna for that shop. I'm just like for yourself and Dom, just push like discounted rates just to build up clientele. And then by the time like Christmas comes, hopefully, we've had enough clientele and be like, oh look, I'm ready to like go into a different shop, or I'm ready to go into a better shop kind of thing, do you know what I mean? With that being, like I know coming more shops, it'd just be percentage and then you're left on your own, like, and I feel like it's not fair on people, because it will struggle, like, do you know what I mean? It's a shame we weren't doing the course probably start of the year, I think. I went to look at shops in Neath.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went to look at shops in Neath and I just didn't have enough. I didn't have a barber from Neath kind of thing, do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas if you know people in Neath, like, do you mean? If I was to go up Neath and try and open, I don't know anyone in Neath, like, yeah. And I probably would have struggled then, like, do you mean? But if it was there 6 months ago, mate. Is your plan, like, long term? Obviously, I know you're on Ames cut hair in a shop, yeah. Plan to, like, have your own shop and stuff like that?
Eventually,
Yeah.
Like that, well, that's a dream, isn't it? I think it's the same for every bar.
Yeah, 100%. Like on that, like we are trying now. Like anyone that starts with us, once they get to a stage where they feel like, all right, I'm ready now to like go on my own. If you know, as long as it don't go sour. Like if you come to us and be like, oh look, I'm ready to open my own shop, we'd like kind of help with the funding and then just come under like the Gentleman's Choice umbrella kind of thing. You know, like a franchise, like.
Yeah.
And then we'd like help you set up and help you with the marketing, and that's the kind of route we want to go down, because the way I see it is like if
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Hi, Paul. The way I see it, like you know, like Christian was just saying then, like everyone's trying to open their own shop and then trying to build up their own brands. If like everyone's in the same like idea and the same trying to build one brand, it's easier for everyone. Like, do you mean it's like in it together kind of thing?
And stuff like that, and there's no competition.
Yeah, no competition. Everyone's like rooting for the same thing. Like, I know that's a long way off for you, like, but that's what we kind of trying to do. Like, do you know what I mean? That's the route we kind of trying to go down now.
Yeah.
And recently, we just put things in place we can do that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Can't really say too much or do too much because I haven't seen you cut hair, like, do you know what I mean? And it's just.
When would be a good time to come in? Like, do you want me to bring a couple of the boys in or something?
Yeah, I mean, when how long's left on your course?
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and then.
Finish on the 4th of November.
So it gives you a feel for us, and you know, essentially, if you don't like the boys or you don't think, it gives you time and to think, oh look, I need to look at other options, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than you committing to one shop and then like jumping from shop to shop kind of thing. Yeah, I'd be happy if you want to come down. Well, next Saturday, do you mean? I'd be happy. Like,
Saturday, come in.
yeah, that's on you, like, do you mean? If you wanted to do that, come down. You could work in Founders. I think it's 9:30 till 2 in the weekend. So it's 9 in Founders. It's 9-6 every day.
Yeah.
In the shop, the main shop. Thursdays is a late one, we're there till 8:30, and Fridays we're there till 7. But with Founders, things might change in Founders. I might open later and shut later, whatever, because I've only been there a week. I don't know when Founders is busy and when it's not busy. Like, I'm still trying to play it by ear. I know we've been shut on Sundays, and on Sundays they've been having like a record sale, vintage clothes sale, and there's been like thousands of people in there. So I think, no, I should have been open that day, like, do you know what I mean? So it's still like juggling at the minute. Once you've like cut someone's hair once, the next time you come in, you've already set the foundations. Yeah. So then that second time, then you know what you're doing. You know like what works, what doesn't work, and the time will come down. Like, and I'll say this, and I say it to everyone that starts. Literally, people won't remember a bad haircut, but they remember how we made them feel.
Yeah.
So like, if you treat them as customer, like we pride ourselves on customer service. Do you know what I mean? Like, make sure you're calling people by their name. Make sure you like ask them if they want a drink. Like, dust them down. Just the way, even from the way you answer the phone, people remember all that. If you give them a bad haircut, in 2 weeks they'll forget about it, and then they'll come back again. Like, and that's how, like, without naming names, like certain shops are busy because they're not getting good haircuts. Like they're just doing it because. They're just doing it because it's convenient and like cheap and stuff like that, like, do you know what I mean? I'll say like to you, I'll say to anyone, I'm not the best barber, but I know how to make people feel, and I know how to like treat people, and then I'm fully booked, like, do you know what I mean? People just keep coming back, like, and that's literally all it is, like. If you've got a like group of mates, and they start spreading the word and stuff like that. Like, that's how we build up clientele. Like,
I give one on the title job.
yeah. Who say that, mate? Some of my mates still don't come to me for a haircut. No. Like, it's just, I don't know what it is, mate. Like, some boys have never come to me for a haircut, and then
People can't go against their own barber.
yeah, loyalty's like massive, like, and that's coming down to how you make them feel. Like, do you mean people like first time I've had coffee here, I could go across there and have a coffee, but he was quite nice, like in the way he spoke to me and stuff. I think, oh, you know, I'll go back to him, like.
Yeah.
And that's literally all that little thing of like how he like asked me something will make me go back here rather than going across the road. Like, haircut's a haircut and it grows out within a week. Like, do you mean? How many more cuts you got today now?
Done 2, so whatever comes in.
Whatever comes in, like, yeah. Class, though. Good on you taking the leap, like, do you mean? Because at 25, you could have just settled into your job and just like thought that, you know, that's it, like.
That's the thing, like, I just thought to myself, like, if I don't do it now, like, I'm going to be like getting out from this set and coming now.
And then get comfy, and I was 27 when I started, like, I was late, but then I kind of just went with it, and the money I used to open this shop was my house deposit, but things didn't work out in the shop I was in, and then I just had to make a decision, like, do I stay living at home for another couple of years, or do I open my own shop? And it just went down that route, like, do you know what I mean? And like you said, like, if it would have been like another year or so and you would have had a house, the risk of not making money then, and like actually like making money,
You can't afford it. Like,
yeah, you can't risk it. Like. So good on you, like taking a leap while you can, like, do you know what I mean? Sound maybe. I think you seem like a good kid, like, do you know what I mean? So I think it'd be alright. Like, talking about training, the other thing we do on Monday mornings, the boys do like online education. So everyone just meets in the shop, has a Greg's or whatever, and then just watches like a couple of hours of like training and stuff. That's not paid. You don't get paid for that, but obviously if you want to learn, and then you know you go there and like if something's on TV and like one of the boys got questions and that, then they have a chat about it and like see what works and stuff like that. Like, obviously all this, like, Gentleman's Choice takes care of. We give the the pictures and stuff to you, and then it is down to you then to like promote yourself and stuff like that. Like, I don't think I got any more questions or anything really. It's just a case of getting in a shop now and like seeing how everything works and stuff like that. Like, next Saturday, if you want to come down like 9:30. Are you right Saturday, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just go to Founders. If you can get any of your mates to come down, that'd be great, like, do you know what I mean? And then I'll just tell Alf you're gonna do 1 or 2 cuts. He'll like keep an eye on you, watch over you and stuff like that. And then I'll come round and see you then when I finish. We'll just have a chat, see if you enjoyed it and stuff like that, and see if there's any questions. And then following week, if you want to do that Saturday again, and then that Monday, and you've done it.
We've done on the Friday, so we've done on the Friday.
Sound. You head background, is it? I say goodbye to the boys and that, and then we're gonna head back down. Done. We're just on our way back from meeting Matt. Good chat with him, and you know he's taking a big step. He's given up everything, safety really, and he's taken the course, gone into barbering. And I was just trying to get across to him that at the start it is tough, and everyone thinks you're going to make loads of money, just be out every weekend, spending all the cash and that, but there's going to be really tough times at the start where your mates will say they'll have a haircut with you. Most of them don't really want to come to you because you're not that experienced, you're not that good, and they don't really want to walk around with a bad haircut. So I was just trying to get that across to him that at the start it'd be tough, and we now try to look after people who are coming straight out of college, straight out of the courses, for a couple of months, pay them a wage, and then eventually we can, you know, further down the line discuss how they prefer to go about it. I think Jack's got some questions off the Instagram that you guys have been asking today as well, so we're going to answer them. What's the first one, Jack?
Oh, so we start with, is the tash staying?
The tash, I reckon the tash should stay. What do you guys think? One person I know absolutely hates it, but I feel like it gives something to my face, gives me an identity.
What was the hardest thing about being a business owner during lockdown?
Hardest thing about being a business owner during lockdown? Paying rent, paying for everything and not being able to make any money, probably. It was tough as well because we cut hair, people just thought, oh, you can come and cut my hair. Whereas in the start, it was our reputation on the line as well. I know a lot of people were getting slagged off and stuff. As time went on then, we all needed to make money, I guess.
How did you come up with the brand Gentleman's Choice?
Brand Gentleman's Choice. I'm not too sure how I come up with it. Fun fact for everyone though, I spelt it wrong when I incorporated the business, and since then it's been Gentleman's Choice, not Gentleman's Choice. That was down to a spelling mistake.
Do you have any advice for any up-and-coming barbers in the industry?
I'm quite new in the terms of the industry itself, I guess, but what I will say is cut as much hair as you can at the start, and customer service, because people won't remember a bad haircut, but they remember how you made them feel.
Do you have an end goal with Gentleman's Choice as a brand?
Yes, and it's not just hair. That's all I'm saying for a minute. I think people who are close to me and people who come in the shop probably heard me talk about it. Yes, it's not just cutting hair for Gentleman's Choice.
Why Founders? Why did you choose that as the second location?
Founders come about from a pop-up shop that we done there last year. They then contacted us about going there as a permanent thing. Wait there, sorry, scrap that. For even the pop-up shop, I had a Facebook message from Jamie at Founders asking if I was interested in opening a shop, but that was during lockdown. At the time, obviously, I couldn't open one shop. I didn't see sense in me opening another shop and having to pay 2 rents and not being able to make any money. Later down the line, it went to the pop-up shop, and then conversation was to have a permanent location there. Initially, I probably didn't want it, but after talking to the staff, we kind of seen it as an opportunity to see new clientele, see a different crowd, and work together with other businesses under one roof and help each other out.
If you could start again, what's the one thing you would change?
Doing things properly from the start. We've recently introduced contracts, a lot of things going on behind the scenes, financially as well, and I just wish I did it from day dot and not try and change things, what people are used to a couple of years in, because nobody really likes change, but things have got to change for the better.
And we'll end on, are you hiring at all? Any jobs going at Gentleman's Choice?
We are always looking for new barbers. We're always looking for new locations. Those two things kind of coming in together as things are going forward. We're looking for new barbers, and we're also looking for barbers that already exist, barbershops, sorry, that already exist, that would like to come under the Gentleman's Choice umbrella, become stronger together. Couple of them are gold.